Hi everyone, welcome to my channel where I talk about how to create things you want to see in the world using your own energy. Fist bump. So this week I want to talk about how to anchor energy into the world, especially if the idea and vision that you want to anchor into the world is a brand new idea that has no framework in the physical world yet. So it's kind of hard to talk about this topic because it requires that you think about what is outside the world of physicality. Whereas most people think about the physical world as real, and it is real, but it is only one portion of what is real. What is physical is one portion of energy that exists, and it's called physicality because that is the physical part of energy. There is an infinite amount of energy that exists in the universe, and literally all things and all realities exist in that state, in an energetic state. So when we come down to Earth, when we choose a body to be in, one of our major purposes is learning how to create things here. And you can also say learning how to focus our perspective on specific realities here and have them appear and be physical for us. So we're choosing. What we're doing when we come to Earth is we're choosing among all the infinite realities that exist, we're choosing which ones we want to appear on physical Earth and which ones we want to see. So in that way, we're creating for ourselves, and also we're creating collectively with everybody else on Earth who is also choosing which parts of the infinite universe they want to see in the physical world together. So it's an individual creation for your own world and what you see, and it's also a collective creation for the world as a whole. So today I want to talk about anchoring energy, and what I mean by that is any action that happens in the world and anything that you create that becomes physical first has to come from the energetic form, from an energetic state. And really that means coming first as a vision or an idea that you have and that you then choose to focus on and to make physical. So the first step in making it physical, hold on, actually, I want to go back. A good analogy for having an idea and then making it physical in the world is the analogy of building a building. So if you have an idea to build this huge building, you don't just have that idea one night and then go to sleep and then wake up and start laying bricks the next morning. Because it's a large creation, it has to be brought into the world more gradually because it does not yet have a framework. If it's a brand new building that has never been built before, what you're going to do is first have the idea, then you're going to think, what style will it be built in? Where will it be built? Who will build it? Where will the money come from? So the ideas gradually start building momentum in physical reality, and every idea that you have that connects that vision to physical reality continues building that momentum. And eventually you're going to have somebody draw up blueprints, and those blueprints in the form of a drawing, a pencil, or a graphic design in a computer further anchors your idea into reality. Now, if you have a brand new idea, like a book or some kind of project, or whatever it is that has no framework yet, in physicality, it's going to take time to build it, and you're going to have to carefully build it so that you only put into physicality, into momentum, ideas that you really want to create and grow and to be in your final project. Other things that you create already have a framework. Let's say that I want to cut the grass in my yard, which I have not done for a very, very long time. Maybe you can see. But let's say that I want to do that. There's already a framework for that, right? There's already a rider mower in my garage. There's already oil in it. There's already gas in it. There's already a yard with a perimeter where I know where I want to cut. Somebody has already come and shown me how to ride the rider mower. So many things are in physicality already for that project, that when I'm doing my step in bringing that action into physicality, so much has been set up. So there's a difference how you go about something depending on what you want to create. The first step in bringing something into being physical is consciously having the thought that you want it. That is a thought, that is an action that happens in physicality because your mind is physical. So you're bringing an idea, you're birthing an idea really from the eternal infinite universe into your physical mind. And as soon as it's in your physical mind and you have the thoughts, those are neurons firing, and those are physical neurons firing physical chemicals, and that is bringing the idea into earth. So that is the first step. And then the second step, if you have an idea, is that you might talk about it to someone. So when you talk about it, you're bringing that firing of neurons down into your chest and your diaphragm, and you're creating vibrations that other people, that you and other people are going to translate further as the idea. So the vibrations are then in the physical universe. So those are the very first steps, and then you build on those with momentum. Now, when you're starting a new project, it's important that each step in the process, that you make sure it's what you really want, that you don't move forward if you have a mixed intent on what you want. Like you have a lot of worries and fears about one part of it. They really need to be sorted out and cleared out before you move on to the next part. So that's how you create an idea that goes smoothly all the way through to the end. There's nothing wrong with ideas that come into the world and are bumpy and have a hard ride through to the end, except people don't usually enjoy them all that much. So it's up to you what you want to create and how you want to create it. But there definitely are steps, and there's a momentum that is built slowly, that if you understand the process of how it works, it makes it a lot easier to work with it as you create new things. And just as a fun example, when I was thinking this morning about doing this video, I was thinking, well, I'll do a video about how to anchor things into physical reality. And when I thought that, I went to pick up something to put water in to get a drink of water. Now, I looked around the kitchen, and there was nothing on the kitchen table. There was no cups on the kitchen table. So I picked up this to drink out of. So something strange about me is if I cannot find a cup right next to me, I won't go to the trouble of opening up a cupboard and getting one out. I'll just pick up a bowl or whatever I can find and use that. So today I picked up this, and as I poured water in and I drank out of it, and as I thought of the word, oh, I'll talk about anchoring things, I put the measuring cup up to my face like that, and I don't know if you can see, but it says right there, anchor. And it has like a big anchor here. So my point in showing you that is that when you have an idea and you're bringing it in, you're really opening up a space, and that space is drawing in that idea and that energy from the larger universe. And it will happen very, very quickly if you are able to open that space with clarity and to provide a open, uncluttered space for that energy to fall into. A lot of times we're not uncluttered about our ideas. We have a lot of counter intents, so it won't happen that quickly. And if it's not happening quickly, that's a good sign for you to go back and maybe look at what are your anxieties and fears about what you're creating and sort them out before you push that project or that idea too far forward. Because you want to only push it forward if it's working more easily, and that way it will be more fun for you to create. That's all for now. Hope to speak to you later. Thanks for being here.